world older, when we have learned, maybe then we'll see true and real change. And so I hope that in this hour and a half that we've been together, we really had a chance to think about
mountains rose and stars grew torn from the molten core of time, and there were no fences.
Boundaries were not in the plan, for sky and ocean, earth and man. Freedom's only ours to share when there are no fences.
Unfrozen grass and far in space, earth and oceans have their place.
A graceful blanket, blue and green, and there are no fences. Nothing forgot somewhere in time, the earth's not yours or theirs or mine, and for children yet to be there must be no fences. With freedom's fire, hope is born, and we decide there shall be no fences.
Hello, my name is Maddie. I'm a junior elementary education major, and I'm from Schaumburg, Illinois. Justice to me means fair and proper behavior and treatment of others. This can mean accepting and celebrating people in diversity and treating people with kindness and respect. Justice has been shown on campus in the form of helping other people, and here at BVU, we do a lot of community service projects to give back. All clubs on campus are required to complete 2 service projects every year. My club, BB Buddies, in the past year have made cards and blankets that we donated to cancer patients. We also put together care and necessity bags for Upper Des Moines Opportunity here in Storm Lake, which provides social services for Buena Vista County. We were actually able to fill the food pantry last year with our donations. One of our favorite traditions here is Beanification Day. It's a day when every student participates in giving back to the community, and it can range from things like reading to students at the elementary school to helping clean up the local parks. There are also services on campus that promote justice, acceptance, and equality. The Center for Diversity and Inclusion is a great example of this. This department teaches students about and promotes an inclusive and engaging environment on campus. The CDI puts on events to celebrate diversity and holds sessions for people to learn more about acceptance and inclusion. Justice is shown through music all the time because music is a universal language for people to share their stories, and it also spread the message of justice, equality, peace, and unity.
We take care of each other and together we're free. We take care of each other, we're free. Looking out for each other, helping out one another, taking care of each other, we're free.
one or two different ethnic groups, different immigrant groups. They had 30, and they were making it work. Things aren't perfect, I was sure, but they were leaning into it. And as God would have it, I find myself here in 2011. And I met people who were striving for what I was striving for, and I really couldn't even identify it. Just to come together, just to give everybody a chance, to give everybody access to things that sometimes culture and language kept them apart. So we formed a coalition, but we formed a friendship more than anything. And so when Chris asked the question, what does living in justice look like? I don't know other than it looks like these two women and many others. Maria Ramos, she is a city council member. She's a leader in this community in so many ways. Amelia Marroquin works for the Department of Education. She is a service navigator, community health worker, and a school board member. And I have learned by watching them and listening to them and seeing them be brave and completely who they are. So they're going to answer the questions about what it's like to live in a just world here in Snowflake.
What's the difference between equality and equity? Hello, everyone. My name is Maria. As you can see, the podium is a little bit, maybe almost taller than me. Like Diane mentioned, SALUD is formed by wonderful board members, and not just board members, friends. We get
Maria. So maybe something that we didn't talk here, you might ask what salud means. Salud in general, if you think about Spanish, means help, but for us, salud means to serve, advocate, listen, and learn, understand, and at the same time, discern. It's very important for us because those those specific words is what we do in SALUD. And be part of SALUD is very important for me and for all of us board members because we try to, especially that, listen to our community. And as Maria mentioned, we are a community in maybe micro communities, and we need to listen to all of them. What are their needs? What are the needs in general, but at the same time, what we can learn from them. That's very important because it's not only about what we can listen from them, but what we can learn. Because it's important to know where we are sitting at, and we need to know how we can integrate those communities with our own whole community. So it's very important. One of the questions that I was asked, they sent to us, is what more can be done to help our neighbors.
Be thou my vision, O Lord of my
poem by the late Dr. Maya Angelou. I was kind of deciding whether or not I would read her poem in its entirety, and I decided I would, because she's a legend, and I don't want to read this poem and do disservice to the great works that she's done. So, bear with me. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room? Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides. Just like hopes springing high, still I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from the past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise.
I can only speak into the reverberations of Dr. Benson's brilliant and life-giving voice to Mary Angelou's poem. To be honest with you, I'm not sure I deserve a place on this stage. Because to some of you, I may very well represent the keepers of the status quo and thus the injustice too. You don't have to look hard and tell I'm white, male, straight. I've got multiple degrees, I'm a husband, a father, and I'm of an age and experience that some actually listen to what I have to say. But with that voice comes responsibility. To speak what is deserving of standing in this space where Dr. Benson and others' voices you'll hear today will speak from, including the women that I never knew I needed as sisters, that you'll listen to, I hope, in a few minutes. I'm a pastor, someone who's expected to speak justice into the world in which we live, but I may very well represent to some of you the face and the voice of some who have violated the sacred trust, the sacred public office that we hold, to attempt to sanctify injustice as something divine. Sexism, racism, homophobia, greed, you name it. Some, but not all of us, are guilty as charged. We attempt to justify our actions, hide behind lofty quotes from Scripture in hopes that no one will question what we say. Because to be too honest, we're often too afraid to speak Jesus' mind, not our own. Too timid to back up our thoughts and prayers with the courage to do deeds of mercy and love that are worthy of his calling.
There he is, nice and strong. One and There is a place called planet Earth. It is so blue and green. stop the hunt for fossil fuels. See what we can do. And so stop. Verse 7, there's a place called planet Earth, and there is a place called planet Earth. It's so blue and green. It's all around the seas. Right on cue. There it is, nice and strong. One and there is a place called planet Earth. It is so blue and green. It's covered around the seas and skies along the to be seen. The long ice ages, verse 2. The long ice ages came away. The dinosaurs they died. We're being an age of industry. We're going to jump all the way to verse 6, so stop the hunt for fossil fuels. See what we can do. And so Verse 7, there's a place called planet Earth, and there is a place called planet